All right, yo. So here, uncensored, vibing out. We waiting on Sean to get here. He running like he being a nigga right now. But it's about to be uncensored, unfiltered, all that shit, all like that. I think it's gonna be a dope pod, bro.
Yeah, unfiltered, no filter, uncensored, but respect.
I was like, yo, you gotta hit it, bro. You a pro.
Oh yeah.
You
never know what can be said. That's how I look at it. You just never know. I might ask a question like, man, you doing it in a respectful way.
Yeah, I think it's you gonna have some crazy stuff. You got some crazy stories to tell. I know, like you're from the southeast of DC, bro. Like, I want to hear that story. I want to go like in an area where you like what is the southeast of DC?
Man, belly of the beast, southeast. It's I can't explain it. You gotta come to southeast to see like where I'm from. Like we literally off Pennsylvania Avenue. You know what I'm saying? So go directly to the White House and all that downtown. But
yeah,
like it's literally there's a moment, there's a space where you hit where like, you know what I'm saying, this is the South, this is the real South. This ain't National Capital South or the Monument South. This ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like any of that territory that's down there going towards that area. But I don't know, Southeast DC, man, they say we grand. I just say we get it, by any means necessary. I mean, we get it by any means necessary. I don't feel like we Grammy. I just feel like we got a different mentality. Like, you got some people, that's going to be slick talkers and they're going to do certain things and maneuver. With Southeast, this is going to be direct. Like, we're going to tell you what it is and, it can be good, it can be a bad thing. Like,
yeah. Hey, welcome to Uncensored. I got my boy Shotta. I got my boy Dre here.
Yes, sir.
They have never met before.
First time.
This is the first time meeting, bro.
First time doing on the episode of Uncensored.
Like this shit.
Random shit happened. Not even random is planned, but it's like, it's planned, but it's not planned. I can't explain it. Like it's like the shit was already thought about what we was doing today, but at the same time, like we crossing paths like this, a lot of people don't cross paths in the midst of like doing some business.
Yeah.
So when it cross paths like that, then it's gonna be what I was saying. It's gonna be uncensored, no filter, but it's gonna be respect. You know what I'm saying? And the truth can never be considered disrespect. So we might get like that. I ain't doing none of that. Hey, look, A, B, C, D pick. Nah, we call it names.
You go straight with it.
What's crazy about it is I've been waiting so long to tell y'all. about my polygamy experience.
Whoa, brother, early?
Long to tell you.
Nah, I think we about to. Did you from DC?
And what I was saying, like, when you talk about DC, like, they say we Grammy, like, on Southeast. I just feel like we direct. It's that simple. I just feel like we direct. Like, we ain't sugarcoat nothing. Like, that's just how I feel. And I'm born and raised Southeast DC. Like, it's a line of stories that we're gonna go into. We're gonna dive into.
I'm from Henderson, North Carolina. You know anything about Henderson, North Carolina? That said nothing. Hey.
Yeah, and listen,
I don't know.
I'm from Greensboro. I'm just I'm just a suburb kid here right now.
Ain't even. Yeah, no, that's a great thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, for sure.
That's a great thing. Like, this what people get it misconstrued. Like people from the suburbs come to the hood and they be trying to proclaim that. Only do they know, like, niggas from the hood, like, we be wishing that we ain't have to be in that situation. We be wishing that we can go out, we got a backyard, we got like shit, we can sit around and hang out in the crib and walk down the street. Like, we be wishing for that shit. I don't praise none of that shit because it's my story, but at the same time, like, it ain't something that I'm gonna sit right there and look at somebody from the suburbs and make me feel like they less of a person because I came from a particular environment. Like, yeah, goes back to respect. It don't matter if you from the suburbs or you from the slums. Like, respect is respect. So, but I don't praise none of that. Like, the bigger picture is the best thing you can do when you from the hood, when you from places where I'm from, is you can turn that shit around and turn it up. Like, don't have that shit be generational poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn that shit around, like convert that shit. Like,
my dad's been involved my whole life, like entrepreneur, so I'm kind of like, I've never had an experience.
let's fill it up here.
You know me about that all the time, bro. Yeah, but it's just like, yo, the way this is gonna shape like the different dynamics we got, bro. I think this will be like something mad special, like that. That just really shows people a different side of like us, the city, and bringing like different backgrounds together and just really chop it up. We all from
different parts,
like for real, like.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie. In my eyes, in some way, I done had the best of both worlds because it's like I'm gonna go ahead and start this show off by telling people like my mom gave me a different opportunity that a lot of people from where I was from wouldn't have. And with the opportunity she gave me, I feel like I did a whole lot with that opportunity. Mm-hmm. So it's like that alone. I'm gonna be real. I graduated from Wakefield High School. That right there alone, me being around certain people I experienced over there, let me know that being from the suburb don't change the fact that everybody got school.
Yeah.
Everybody got something they want to. Like, it don't matter if, I don't care how rich they might seem, I don't care how much they get from their parents. I've seen some people that's going through some dark stuff. It's like you wouldn't even think they going through it, because on the outside it seems like they got everything going on. So it's like, hey, me having the best of both worlds and seeing that, it's just the people I done gain friendships with and gain resources and different stuff like that, being in different rooms. Yeah. Hey, I never go around nobody making it seem like today's situation any worse, any better, anything in mine. So like I said, reality, everybody got their own. So
that's all I want to bring out in the day. Like I want to start kind of giving people like a little bit like who is Jerk? Who's Pop? What is his name? And I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit. Because we all trying to learn each other, know each other, get to know like the real feel of us. So like, what is like?
So, Pop Legendary is a name that if you ain't even gotta be from DC to know who my father is. My father's name is Lil Pop, Shorty Pop, from Southeast DC. Was in the famous known Junkyard Go-Go band, the Sardines record. They recorded that record with Def Jam. They was signed to Def Jam. They did movies. They did, you know what I'm saying? Junkyard to this day is still, you know what I'm saying, still doing their thing. My father was one of the founders of that group, of that band. And my father also had a street life that was treacherous. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking, like, I ain't just like capping or just doing no bullshit. Like, my father was one of them ones, and if you know who Shorty Pop, Lil Pop is, millions of people know who he is. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone the shit that he was doing, because at the end of the day, I ended up losing my father. You know what I'm saying? Like, he died, he got killed at 19 years old. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't condone that shit. Like, everybody let her praise that shit, and yeah, that's cool or whatever. But at the same time, you know, the bigger picture is I grew up without my father. You know what I'm saying? So that shit right there.
So how that shit be like I've had my dad this whole like my whole life. I don't think I could live without my father. Like that's like my that part saying, how is that going on?
I mean, it's trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's childhood trauma, it's adult trauma. Like, you gonna feel that shit every day, because my father got killed when he was 19.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old. He already did 2 years in jail. Like, so I got one memory of my father. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that, and I look at like me being a father and just loving on my kids and being here for my kids. Like, that shit is everything. Like, so I feel like I was already born with like half of my book was wet. That shit was dead. You know what I'm saying? I had my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had my stepfather, but it's a difference. Like, it's a difference from having your biological father, somebody you come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my father ain't never talk about me liking girls to, you know what I'm saying? That's women into just those type of sports. Like, I ain't getting none of those conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that shit like, it can fuck with you, but at the same time, like you got to push yourself through it to get to, you know what I'm saying, to get over that shit. Like not even to get over it because you always been holding on to it, but at the same time, like you gotta carry that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk in the light to show the next generation, which is your kids. You know what I'm saying? What you wish your father would have done. For sure. So,
not for sure.
But he real DC legend.
You know his pops is?
I don't know. That's why I'm listening to his story.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a quick little intro to Dre. Like his Southeast, it was pops is. And
on the music tip, like
bro got it on
the music tip, like I got like 60 plus songs syndicating on different streaming platforms. So like your Netflix shows, your Hulu shows, all that shit. So I got BMI and all that shit for that. So I got on that through a producer of mine, you know what I'm saying? So I had an independent label I was with. They were investing mad money, all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? Things didn't work out. It just didn't work out as what it is. And, you know, I just been knee deep in that shit. So now it's royalties for life on music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still got records that we push to these platforms. So,
for sure.
And we got the real shit as well. You know, Southeast album on the way.
You do got album on the way. We're going to talk a little about that later.
She gon' let me work her body. She gon' let me work her body, yeah. I be getting high as a tree, smoking on tree, that's me. I know my space, I get my cake. She want a date, I put her on my plate. Don't close your eyes, once you look at me, once you bite me, how it supposed to be. Taking shots, some shots, I bend you over from the back, oh, I know you're real classy.
So I want you to tell them who ATMShottaa is and really break. I try to give you a little proper.
So I want to be real with y'all. ATMShottaa is actually, how about be real transparent with y'all? ATMShottaa is actually a replay name. I started off as Young Shottaa, but it's like the person I started off as Young Shottaa, I was a younger dude. I was a way more, I don't even want to use the simple term as crash out because I feel like that's a simple way to put it because I won't never really a crash out, but I was a little more hot tempered. Like I was a little more on the edge than I am now. Like I done had a little time to have my experiences. I done had a little time to go through stuff and like I said, I just simmered down a little bit. So I introduce y'all who Young Shottaa started as and who ATMShottaa is now. So Young Shottaa started as, like I said, my pops always rap. My pops was a dude who raps still to this day. I'm gonna be honest, in my eyes, I still feel like he do rap. He'll tell you he don't no more. He just behind the scenes doing whatever he's doing. But like I said, I respect what he did so much with the music thing. And in my eyes, shoot, I still drop the first one Brother Day. So it's like I always was inspired by that. I started rapping, I'll say, I want to give it 2012. I started rapping. Like that's the first time I said I went in the studio and actually made a song. And from that point on, that's when I knew like, nah, this it. This what I'm like. I ain't finna. Like, I'm gonna be real. I gave up sports to do rap. Like you know, right? I played basketball and football. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that in a second. The day that I picked up a microphone is the day that I drop every time the sport. That was the day I dropped every time the sport.
That shit was just in me. Yeah. I feel like coming from my father, which is crazy though.
That's what I told
you. We both got a music fathers.
Yeah.
Music backgrounds.
Yeah.
So, you know, that shit is just gonna be in you no matter your sport. I mean, you can love your sport, but when you got that niche and you know what it is.
Crazy part is, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I grew up in studios. Like my pops had his own studio, like buildings. He done had multiple. I ain't gonna lie, my pop was he was a street dude. Like he was a street nigga. I get like 100%. He done accomplished a lot in the streets. I ain't finna sit up here and just, like I said, you know, because like I said, in your situation, like I said, your pop's gone. So like I said, you kind of talk, my pop's still here. I ain't trying to put too much of his business out there. My pops just did big for the stuff he done got into. So y'all, like I said, I'll let him come tell his own story when he get his
For sure.
But like I said, the stuff I come from, I was always inspired by the hustle my pops was. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't wake up and see my pops go to a job every day. I ain't wake up and see my pops go hop in no 18-wheeler or go clock in every day. I watch my pops hustle and come back with a bag. That's what it is. That's all it's ever been. So as I got older, my objective was when I leave the house to come back with a bag. That's all it's ever been. So even between making music, that's really what it was always about for me. Like, hey, if I could change my family life off of this and keep us away from anything that we done ever went through from this point, that's what I'm gonna do. And it's like, shoot, like I said, from that point forward, going into the studio, I was consistent on it. Everything needed to do what it needed to do. As I got older, everything was getting better. But I'm gonna be real. As you keep spending money on it and not getting the results you want, you start to have to sit back for a second and like go see what you're doing wrong. And I said for like a year or two, I sat back. Like, if you know me, you know for a fact, I sat back for like a year or two quiet. I ain't dropping no music for real, nothing. I sat back and learned the game. Like I'm talking about, I really went and did my research. I wrote all this stuff down. I went and actually like I'm talking about sleepless nights, like nights. I'm talking about I'm staying up 2-3 nights in a row. I'm sitting in the studio, just me, just learning everything I need to learn. What do I need to do next to take these proper steps to legitimize everything I'm trying to do? Yeah. And from that point forward, my whole trajectory, that's the word I'm looking for. My whole trajectory changed from that point. Yeah. Like everything I was doing changed from that point. And from that day forward, I started feeling like I no longer wanted to. I felt like the young dude I was no longer that young dude no more. And that was the day I woke up and was like, all right, what am I trying to push? Mm-hmm. And I was like, if my next step gonna be to take the independent route, I want to take the independent route. I came up with a record label and I signed myself to my record label. Once I signed myself to my record label, how am I going to attach my record label? And not even my record label. How am I going to brand what I'm trying to do? Yeah. I attach it to my name, ATM, all the money. It all goes together. Not even saying that I would just use my name and brand myself, but overall, when it came down to me wanting to have a brand switch, I wanted to do something that could help me also promote my brand when you find out who I am. Yeah. You want to know what the ATM means. Once you find out what the ATM means, it automatically connects you to my brand. So at that point, I always wanted to have something to brand. My whole goal from this point on is to, I transitioned from wanting y'all to know me as a rapper, and I want y'all to make sure y'all know me as a brand. Because who I rap, that's what I do. But who I am is a totally different person. Like, not sure who I am. Y'all just got to get to know me as a person. Don't just go to my music and be like, oh, this is what type of dude he is. Just listen to it.
When I first met you, it was like, I listened to music. I was like, okay, I know what type of thing he is. But then I got to be around you, and it was like, I tell you, bro, he'll tell you, both guys know this. I don't shoot videos for everybody. I don't do music videos for everybody. I don't hang around everybody. I don't talk to everybody. I'm not that type of person. And when I got around you and started actually getting to chop it up with you, I was like, nah, bro really solid. Like, you're a really solid dude. And the same thing with you, when we first linked up and talked, it was like, bro, like, you hit me out the blue. And I'm like, yeah, how you still know this, bro? Like, it was just like, I knew y'all was solid people. And I'm like, when I'm thinking about this whole situation right here, I'm like, yo, these two niggas are the same, but different. But, like, the same in their own mindsets. It's like, yo, like, and here y'all talking about how y'all's dads, like, helped y'all, like, push through, like, and, like, gave y'all that, like, yo, drama. That's the same thing on my pops.
That's everybody got their own opinion. But in my opinion, like, the reason why I rap so good is because of my dad. And I want to be real with y'all. It's because when I think I was 15, I was actually going to go. The one time I can say my pops actually dropped me off at the studio before. He dropped me off at the studio, and we was listening to one of my songs, and I asked him, like, how could I make my music better? And he taught me a rhyme scheme. And it was so simple that everybody, and I feel like if you rap, you should know this. The whole A, B, C, A, C, C, B, A, just keep going. Once I understood what that shit even meant, I changed. It changed the whole way I rap.
I heard that it wasn't that they didn't use it like that, but it's more so you just gotta know the pocket.
You be talking about that.
Literally got.
But that's how I didn't understand it when he was like elaborating it in that form. So again, me being 14, he's breaking it down to me in a way where I can just I'm gonna understand it as a 14-year-old kid when you go into the studio. So once he broke that shit down, oh bro, it was over. From that point forward, the whole way I looked at writing music in general, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I still write music to this day. I'm not a dude. Will I go in the studio and just, like I say, punch in? Yeah. I don't want them dudes that I'm gonna come in the studio 10, 15 songs like that. Like,
I told you.
I ain't coming here to play with y'all.
That's me. I'm writing. I'm not doing none of that fake freestyle. I ain't doing none of that shit. Because I feel like when you go in there with a plan, when you go in the studio with a plan, you can just execute better. Now, I'm not saying I never went in there without nothing written. Like, I didn't record it. Like this one song I recorded, we never released this song, which is crazy, but I was under the label. I recorded a song in Miami. We recorded that song for like 5 hours. One song. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. I'm getting hoarse. I gotta take Tylenol because I'm getting a headache. Like, it was one of those type of sessions, but it's like, I say that to say, I don't like recording like that. I like to come prepared. Like, I can create on the spot, but I'd rather create in my own space.
And you want to know what he just said that a lot of people don't know about me, that y'all finna find out right now today? I really don't like recording like that. I don't like. Do I enjoy the process? Yeah. But as far as just sitting there in front of the mic, just trying to come up with something and just randomly just wasting time, I don't enjoy that shit.
And I feel like you out of your element because you confine in front of a microphone, so now you can't even really pop. Again, it's all about the pockets. So when you writing a record, you listen to the beat, you got a pocket going, you like, oh shit, let me change that shit up, let me say this. So it's just all about like the momentum that you got when you actually writing the record. Like, it's just a different vibe.
I'll be real. This is why I feel like a lot of people go into the studio and you can literally hear everywhere they punching in. Like, you can hear each stop they making. You can hear where they sound like they really into it and where they not really into it. You can hear where they just throwing a random bar at that don't, like, y'all be asking like, oh, why he just randomly said that? Because he just sitting in the studio, has no type of substance behind it. He's just sitting in there. He's just coming up with the next bar that could possibly make sense. I don't do that. If you go listen to my music, you'll realize a lot of my music stays on the topic and the substance of whatever the song is about. Because every song that I write structured to be able to actually hold your attention on whatever it is I'm rapping about. I don't care what it is. I don't care how lyrical I'm getting. I don't care how fun it is. I don't care what it is. I'm keeping your attention on exactly what I'm rapping about.
And that's what a lot of rappers, just artists in general, they not really consuming like having an actual story behind a record. It's all about like a quick hit now. So like substance is minimum these days. So, you know, I really miss the substance because I'm like you. I want to do a record. I'm going to stick to what I'm talking about on the record. You can't be making a record about women for the first verse, and then the second verse, you talking about you killing niggas. That shit makes no sense. But then your hook got a little catchy hook to it, so you might got some traction behind it.
He had it, that's what I'm saying.
I done heard some of yours, and you got it. I told him, like, I say, yeah, he got it, bro. Like, he got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it, absolutely, yeah.
Hey, PSA before you play with me, bitch, I'ma let it blow. Ain't shit to prove, but think it's sweet and come and be the one I show. Tired of hearing all the rumors, I'ma let these niggas know. And you might think I'm selling pizza, I be stacking up the dough. Hop on the beat and get to stepping. They like, what the fuck the flow? Feel like LeBron, bitch, I got haters that be talking.
It's like, I know you say the baby, but I don't know. I can hear, I don't say the baby. I feel like it's a North Carolina. It's a sound that it sound like here. Like,
that's what I said.
It don't sound like no baby or nothing like that. I mean, people gonna do it. You probably feel like that because
he said it was one song.
North Carolina just got an energy that
y'all got it. But listening to like the other rappers from the area, like y'all got y'all sound. Like there's a sound that y'all got. Like DC, our sound has changed so many times. Like
y'all had go.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on the rap scene. Like,
see.
We talking
about earlier though, bro.
We talked earlier.
When I was kind of making
earlier. They switch so much.
I was like, bro, they style to switch so much, which is why I feel like they haven't had no real significance.
Like DC sound is go-go.
Hands down.
Me and my brother was talking about that.
Yeah, Wale the best at it. Like, I'm sorry.
If I speak on anybody, for me it's gonna always be Glizzy. But I feel like it's just unfortunate in my opinion. I feel like he never reached the peak he was supposed to.
He had, don't you know Glizzy, don't you?
Yeah, he used to be in the mix with my brother.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like he had potential.
He did. He came on White Girl when I was in like elementary school.
He had potential.
He had potential,
but not only that, honestly, he
had no business singing that.
When you think of DC, like when you think of like image, he fits the image perfect. He fits the DC image perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Southeast, you from Southeast, like the city. It's like I can't even explain it. Like if you ain't from the area and you come to DC, then you'll be like, all right, I understand. Like I can point this person out next time I see him. So like that's just how it is. Like we got out. So like he definitely got the image. But when you talk, you say the best to come out of the city. Yeah, the best to come out of the city is me.
Listen,
is me, and I ain't being biased. This uncensored, but I'm speaking my truth. Like when it come to like now, do we got rappers that had more success and stuff like that? Yeah, we got that, and I salute all of them because it's so hard to come from the city. It's so hard to come from DC because that's not really a hip hop town. So when you break through, like it's a line of rappers that's from the city that I love. What they doing, or I love what they did in the past.
You know, we also a few.
But when it comes to like the best, I'm gonna say myself. I'm an artist, and I'm confident to go toe to toe with anybody. Like it ain't nothing. Like so, I feel like I put it like this real quick, and I'm pass it to you. Like I feel like from me listening to like a lot of the rappers that come from DC. They sound, some can make records, some can rap, some can like, it's a combination of things. So, but I feel like I'm a hybrid.
No, you are.
Because when I say I'm a hybrid, I mean, I'm a rap. Rapping is easy. That ain't nothing, but I can do different pockets of music. Like, and I'm talking about doing it at a high level. Like,
I've seen you do it.
We got Work Her Body out right now, straight Afro beat record. That shit right there is like, that shit is Work Her Body right now. Go check that out. But
that's another song.
It ain't even like, I ain't even talking about that, but I'm talking about like from pop records. I done written pop records for other people. Like, so when I'm talking about like, when I'm speaking as an artist, I'm the best artist out of the city. Because I'm talking artist. Now, if you want to slow down. Now, if you want to say rapper, it's probably other rappers out there that can put words to better or whatever. However, artist wise, I'm the best artist. Like when I'm talking about artists, I'm talking about structuring a song, like song structure, hook placement. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
you talking language I can't even get into.
So when I'm talking about an artist, I put myself number one from my city.
I'm finna pop it. Hey, I don't feel like niggas from the city can fuck with me. I don't feel like niggas in the industry can fuck with me. I be listening to niggas' music. I be knowing. Nigga, I ain't even gonna lie. Niggas be scared to do songs with me. We just gonna be honest. These niggas don't be want to get in the studio, none of that type of shit with me, because niggas already know what time it is once I get on the song. Hey, let me know
if y'all want a Pop Legendary Shout collab. I'm gonna have to put that in the work.
Damn, you know what's so crazy? I'm
gonna be honest. Now you say I got records that's aggressive like that.
Be real with y'all.
Yeah.
For 2 seconds, and I ain't mean to cut you off, my boy, my bad. Meek Mill actually, it was an era where Meek Mill actually damn near helped me, like he drove me get through this music shit. Like, I'm gonna be real, I'm a huge Lil Snoop fan.
Yes.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was young, when Lil Snoop died, bro, that shit hurt me, because he was young when he blew up, and he gave me the energy to feel like, nigga, I could do this shit. So when he went out, and then, like I said, I was already a Meek Mill fan at that time.
Okay.
Bro really put me in a certain, so it's like, that's kind of a sensitive place for me to go, because it's like, nigga, a lot of, some part of my career, I got some of my energy from his energy.
You do sound like Meek, though. So I want to ask y'all this before we get up out of here, so we can let the people know, what do y'all want from Uncensored? What are y'all expectations? What are y'all's expectations from Uncensored? What do y'all think? So I got my expectations on it. I'll share that last. But what do y'all got?
I feel like when with Uncensored. I wanted to be authenticity, respect, funny, tell stories, talk about other stories, give feedback on certain things. But I also wanted to be a branded audience where we touching everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not just a particular region of people or particular people. You know what I'm saying? We want this thing to be diversity across the board. So that's, if it's one word I want to use for Uncensored Podcast, I'm gonna say diversity.
Good. That's a good one. What about you, John?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a heavy one, cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Where this shit gonna get interesting, that is, if I'm not mistaken, you a little older than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the difference is gonna be 90% chance he's gonna be a lot more mature on this podcast than I am.
You don't know.
Again, I don't know. I'm just letting y'all know these are the possibilities. Me, on the other hand, what I'm trying to get from this is I just want to let y'all know what my personality is really like. Like I said, I don't really care. This is how I got this far anyways. Not really giving a fuck what nobody thought about me. Not really giving a fuck what nobody thought about what I thought. So it's like, I want to use this podcast as a platform to be able to get that out there so y'all can see the side of me past music. And like how he even said, like, he want like the respect and all that. See, I ain't gonna lie. Like Blueface used to say, I might just get real disrespectful sometimes. I don't know. We don't know. It just all depends on what the topic is about when it comes to y'all. So if you take something that we say or I say as disrespect,
live with it.
That's all it is. I appreciate him just kind of, hey, y'all see how that.
And let him know in the chat, because I would be in the chat talking like, bro, I'm the media. I'm the chill one. I ain't too. I mean, I can get up there, but I be chilling, and I think that's gonna keep this balance.
Nah, you definitely gonna be the one who kick him out. You're definitely,
we're gonna, like I said, man,
Yeah, but
we're gonna have fun on it.
Nah, I'm excited
on this.
Like, we calling names.
Yeah, they're calling names.
We calling names.
I have a self-censor. I have a filter sometimes. But no, I'm really excited about this. Like, I don't understand like how hard this is for me, and like this is good for me. Like, I've been trying to get on a podcast, and really just because I hate being in front of a camera. I told you that before. Like, I hate my voice. I hate talking, and this is a place for me to get my like voice out there. But also, this is something dope. Like, with all our different backgrounds and our different things like that we do, I think this is a way for all of our platforms to grow together. Like, everybody wants to blow up and be famous by themselves and get on this YouTube rant and this whole TikTok social media thing by themselves. But I think you need to do it with the team.
Crazy part about it is, bro, I'm about to tell y'all a true statement. That shit ain't possible. Don't let nobody tell y'all that it is.
You can't get famous quick.
Just not even get famous quick. Because we didn't even talk about being famous. Trying to build something that's actually substantial, that actually has some type of meaning to it, and that can actually feed a generation of people or anything in that nature. It's going to take a team. You cannot just go out here and accomplish that.
Goes back to what you said in the beginning. It's all about brand. Yeah, you want to brand yourself. You want to brand yourself, because branding yourself, that's longevity. It's not about the overnight success and all that. Like, these are real conversations, real topics, real feedback, real answers, like real uncensored. Real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas got real jobs, real bills.
And we ain't looking. Real life. Definitely got real bills. Big boy bills.
So help us out here.
We got real bills. Big boy, I can talk about Macho Man bills. Put a brick on my arm bill.
You know my truck expensive, nigga.
Hey, and the motherfucker is out here busting his ass on the road 24 Y'all hear me? Like, and this shit ain't cheap. Being on the motherfucker, hey, this shit is not motherfucking cheap.
For real. So yeah, just tap in. Speaking of Brandon, we got merch coming out real soon. Real valid merch. Some of y'all
can't get more of that yet, man.
Oh, I can't. My fault. I ain't gonna show y'all.
It's only the first episode.
I'm sorry.
You gonna wrap everything up episode 1.
We got to listen. Because when we pop out our merch, I want them to already have their money ready. Because people be acting with their money funny. And it's tax season, so we gotta hit our taxes in here.
Crazy part about it is, Brennan said way more than he was supposed to say.
I'm sorry.
Up here. Like I said, it's episode 1. We ain't
don't worry
and all that.
We're gonna start Kayla with the episode 2. Episode 2 gonna start with Kayla. Name X, that's ugly. Dun 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 dun.
So was that? He gonna get set up for it. That's how we gonna do it. Y'all.
Hey, subscribe, like, comment, do all that. It's right there. Yeah.